another tag video. I was tagged 2 times this time. I was tagged by Rachel over at Active Rachel Ann, who started this tag, and then I was tagged again by Sandy over at Let's Get Fit with Sandy. So I figure I better get my butt in gear and get this tag done. So I will link their channels in the description box below, and I am going to tag, are we surprised? Kim over at A Girl and Her Phone, and I will leave her link in the description box below. I was going to tag somebody else, but I'm going to leave her for Kim to tag, so we won't talk about that. So this tag is a get to know me tag. 14 random questions just about likes, dislikes, and my life. So I'm going to start. What is your favorite Netflix TV show? We don't watch a lot of TV at all. You all know I'm a huge Survivor fan. I watch that every week, every season without fail, but that's not on Netflix. But the other TV show that we watch happens to be on Netflix, and it is The Great British Baking Show. Love it, love it, love it. Look forward to every season when it comes out. We get it later here because I think we get it like 8 months later than when it airs in Britain, but I love that show. So, and I'm so happy it's on Netflix. So that is my favorite Netflix show. And honestly, I think that's probably the only Netflix show I can name. We have Netflix. We pay for it. The boys watch it. And that's where it ends for me. Number 2, describe your first crush. Ooh. I would have to say my very first crush ever was probably Shaun Cassidy. Yes, I know it's a celebrity crush, but oh my gosh. I had it so bad for Shaun Cassidy when I was little. I just wanted to be Mrs. Shaun Cassidy. And I believe I remember writing that over and over and over again. Yeah, Shaun Cassidy. What is your favorite film and why? I'm not a huge movie person. I like the movies. I like a lot of older movies, and I like fun movies. I don't like movies that make me sad. I don't like movies that make me cry. I don't like movies that make me think. When I want entertainment, I want light and just fun. So I have 3 top favorite movies of all times. Those kind of movies that whenever they're on TV, they're on, I can watch them. Number 1 is Pretty Woman. I just love that movie. I just think I don't know, the whole love story and the way she falls in love and he really shouldn't be falling in love with her. And I just love that. I love Sweet Home Alabama. I don't know why. I just love it. And I love An American President. Those 3 are my top favorite movies of all time. And like I said, I just like them for the pure entertainment. I'm a simple person. I also love the Harry Potter movies, and they're on, like, if they're ever on, we definitely watch them. So that's that. What was your dream job as a kid? When I was really, really little, I think like every other little girl, I wanted to be a teacher. And that changed really quickly, and I knew I wanted to be in the dental field. And sure enough, 30 years I spent working on people's teeth. So absolutely loved it. I miss it sometimes, but 30 years was long enough. What is your coffee order? None. I don't drink coffee. I do not like coffee even a little bit. Not even a little. I make it for Doug and the boys, but I don't drink it. But I do love tea. Oh, do I love tea. And I don't generally get tea out because I'm very picky about my tea. You know, I don't like microwave tea. I don't like just hot water thrown in. I like my tea brewed a certain way. So I like to make it at home. And I do like to make it fancy sometimes. Right now, my big thing is a London Fog latte. It is Earl Grey tea. Excuse me. It is Earl Grey tea with frothed milk and a little bit of vanilla. I am obsessed right now, and I drink them constantly. But I also love homemade chai lattes, and I make those in the winter. Excuse me, I'm not sure. Allergies are really, really bad here in Jersey, and I can kind of feel that tickle in my ears, and that's how I know when my allergies are bothering me. And the dogs see a dog and they're going to start barking. Shh, come here. So there are my two tea obsessions, my homemade chai tea latte and a London Fog latte. Number 6, have you moved from home? Where to, and how was the experience? When Doug and I, 6 months before Doug and I got married, we got our first house, and Doug moved in and started all the renovations because it needed like cosmetic work. And then while we were on our honeymoon, my parents moved all my stuff in. So I didn't move far. It was next door to my parents' house. Yes, our first house was right next door to my parents' house. And it was my grandfather's house. So kind of kept it in the family. Well, after about 6 months, we realized we were a little bit crazy because the house was a tiny little bungalow. I mean, tiny. We were tripping over each other, and it was just 2 of us. So we decided to look for a new house, and we decided to build. So while our new house was being built, we moved in with my parents because, our house was sold. And instead of getting an apartment or something, my mom and dad said, we have 4 bedrooms here. We're using 1. Why don't you guys move in here? And then that way you can, save money. Why, who knows how long your house is going to take to be built. It was supposed to take 9 months and it took 15. So I am really glad that we did that. And we had a good time. My parents were very cool and easy to get along with. So it wasn't a bad experience. And then we moved into our new house and we were there for 12 years. It was actually in the next town over. We were there for 12 years. And then we decided that, we were outgrowing that. The boys were little. So we built another house in the next town over on the other side from my parents. So we've really never been too far from home. And where we live now is Doug's hometown, which is 1 town over from where I grew up. So we've really never lived far. Now, upon retirement and upon finding out where the boys land after they're done college, hang on a second. Let's see here. Where was I? Okay. So like I said, once the boys are done college, we'll see where they land, and maybe that's where we'll move. We'd like to go a little bit south. We like the warm weather, and honestly, I just want out of Jersey. The cost of living here is absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous. And I don't know. I'm up for an adventure, so we'll see. Have you ever failed at anything, and what did you learn? I fail every single day at something. And I just learned that, just because you fail doesn't mean you give up. You just try again, and you try a little bit harder. We failed in our weight loss. We failed in things in life. You can't let it get you down. You just have to realize that failure is part of learning. And I've told my kids that from day one with school, that, they would get so upset if they did bad on a test. And I said, you know what? Failure is part of learning. And you have to learn how to fail, because if you don't, I think kids today don't know how to fail because they're handed so much. And there are school districts, and I didn't know this until recently. There are school districts that if you don't like the grade you get on a test, you can retake the test until you get the grade you want. That blew my mind. And, there's another school district near us that homework is optional. If you do it, that's great because it's going to help you learn. But if you don't do it, that's okay too. I just think we're setting these kids up for failure because we don't let them fail. Just my opinion. I know it's probably not a popular one, but we're a little bit old school, and that's how, I just feel that kids need to learn to fail. They need to learn to fail. And like I said, I fail all the time, and I just use it as a learning experience. It's all we can do. What are your pet peeves? I've got several. Two of them that I can really think of, bad grammar and spelling. I went all through Catholic school, and you know, grammar was huge in Catholic school, and same with my boys. And like, just when I see the words your and you, your and your, and there and there, and affect and effect used wrong, used improperly, it just makes me crazy. Makes me crazy. I've been trying to get better about it. I have been, but like, I don't say anything. I just cringe a little bit. That's one of my pet peeves. And my other pet peeve is loud chewers. Yes. I can't stand loud chewing. Like, you know, oh, makes me crazy. And that's that. Oh, the next one. Do you have any pets? You can hear them, right? And it says to show them. So let me try to do that. Okay, so I said I was going to get my animals, and that was 9 hours ago. Yes, I finally got back to finish filming this. The day just kind of blew up. So I am in a new location, and it is the end of the day, and I am going to pick up where I left off, and that was our pets. We have 2 dogs and a cat. This is Chloe. Chloe is a Yorkie Chihuahua mix, and she likes to growl. Come here, Ari. Come here, come here, come here. Come here. This is Aria. Aria is a Cavachon in need of a grooming appointment, but they just finally opened up the groomers, so we have to get her an appointment. She was a rescue. She is the sweetest dog in the entire world. She's a cuddle bug. We love her so much. And then, can you hand me him?
Yeah, I can get Smalls for you.
This is our cat.
Who's sleeping?
I know. This is Smalls. Smalls was also a rescue. We got him. He was very young, very, very young. And he was less than a pound when we got him. And he was actually diagnosed failure to thrive. We didn't even know if he was going to make it. He was on prescription cat food for the first year of his life. So yeah, he made it. He's a good cat. Funny fact, Doug and I are allergic to cats, and we really never wanted a cat. The boys wanted one so bad. This opportunity kind of popped up, and now we're no longer, we took Zyrtec every day, and we've weaned ourselves off, and we're no longer allergic to cats. So that's our 3 pets. I'm going to continue on with the questions. What are my pet peeves? I thought I already did that. I think we already did that. I must have went out of order. Sorry. What is your favorite color? Red. Red, red, red. I love red. Do you have any siblings? I do. I am the youngest of 4. My older sister, Arlene, is 18 years older than I am. She passed away in 2015 from kidney cancer. Fun fact, her daughter is only 3 years younger than I am. So that's kind of cool, that my niece and I are so close in age, and my niece and I are like sisters. She's been on my channel a couple times. She made stuffed cabbage with me, and she's like a sister to me. And then there's my sister Jean, or I'm sorry, my brother Joe, who is 12 years older than me. My sister Jean, who is 8 years older than me. And then there's me, I'm the baby. Have you been to any concerts or festivals? Which were the most memorable? I've been to a lot of concerts. The most memorable concert was when I was 12 years old. My sister Jean took my niece and I to see Michael Jackson. It was an outdoor concert at a venue that no longer exists. And we had a thunderstorm. We could see the clouds rolling in, and Stacy had to go to the bathroom. My sister said to me, I was 12 years old at the time. We were in Philadelphia. She's like, sit here and do not move. I'm taking Stacy to the bathroom. Do not move. I was a rule follower. My big sister told me not to move. I wasn't moving. Well, a thunderstorm came. I was sitting on a metal bench. I was scared to death. Finally, my sister came down and was like, what are you doing? Get in here. There's a thunderstorm. Get under cover. I'm like, well, you told me not to move. Oh my gosh. It was the scariest thing in our lives. We were all packed like in the concourse under cover, and the crowd just started like swaying like this, like as one. And you know, you hear about those like sporting events and stuff where like people get trampled. Oh my gosh, it was horrible. And here's my sister. I was 12. She was probably only 20. My niece was 9. She had us in Philly at this huge venue at a Michael Jackson concert, and all this happens. Yeah. Needless to say, the concert was canceled that night, but we did get to go back and see him another time. So that is definitely the most memorable concert experience. I think my favorite concert of all time was the Billy Joel Elton John face-to-face tour in Philly. That was amazing. But I've been to a ton of concerts, and not so much anymore because the prices are ridiculous. It's like $250 a ticket to see like the big names. And I'm sorry, I'm just not doing that. We do like to go. There's a band that we absolutely love called Straight No Chaser. They're a men's a cappella group. They do covers. They are beyond amazing. Everybody talks about the group Pentatonics. I think Straight No Chaser runs circles around Pentatonics, but that's just my opinion. We just love them, and we do see them every time they play small venues, and we do see those with our besties every time they're in the area. What social media are you addicted to? Well, I am addicted to a lot of social media. I love Facebook. I have a love-hate relationship with Facebook. I love Facebook to keep in touch with people and to see wonderful families and just fun stuff. I hate Facebook when it becomes political and when people argue and when people are nasty. I have blocked more people on Facebook, or snooze them. You can snooze them for 30 days. I have snoozed more people since this pandemic started than I've snoozed in my entire life, just because they're ridiculous. So I love Facebook. And, you know, I have a Facebook group for Weight Watchers that I absolutely adore. The link's down below. If you're not a member, please join. It's a great supportive group. I love Pinterest. Yeah, we were talking the other night at dinner. Yeah, I have 103 Pinterest boards and like 5,000 pins. I love Pinterest. I love YouTube, of course. Of course I love YouTube. And I like Instagram. I try. It's okay. It just moves too fast for me. Don't like Twitter at all. Not a Twitter person. I do have a TikTok account. I've never made a video, but I do it so I can watch my kids' videos. So that's my social media. A little too much, if you ask me. You are going out with friends. Describe your night. Well, when we go out with our besties, Jeff and Krista, and you've seen them on my channel before. You've seen us out to dinner before. That's what we love to do. We love to go out to dinner and a movie. We just love to do anything. Like, there's been nights where we've gone out to dinner and then went to Barnes and Noble for dessert and just hung out and had Jeff and Doug will go look at whatever they want to, and Krista and I will go look at whatever we want to. And we just love hanging out with our besties and doing anything, even if it's just like hanging out over each other's houses and playing games, which, we took for granted. But right now, since we can't be together, every Saturday night, we get together on Zoom and our families get together and we play Jackbox games and we have a great time and it's a lot of fun. But I cannot wait to be with them in person because we are missing so many milestones that we would have celebrated together. Doug and I's 30th wedding anniversary. Krista's birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday, girlfriend. Jeff's 50th birthday. So my camera just completely shut down. I do not know what that's all about. This video is a hot mess. But if you watch my channel, you know I'm a hot mess. So it's okay, right? So anyway, that was probably my cue to, stop it, stop chit-chatting and end this video. So thank you so much, Rachel, for tagging me in this. It was a lot of fun, and I cannot wait to go watch everyone else's video. I have not had a chance yet because I love hearing about all of my favorite YouTubers and my YouTube community. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a little bit about me. If you ever have any questions about me, I am pretty much an open book. Don't ever feel like you can't ask. You can ask me in the comments below. You can shoot me an email. So that is it for me, and thanks again, Rachel Ann. And I am going to tag Kim over to Girl on Her Phone in this, and I hope she can participate as well. And guess what? I was tagged in another tag video today. It is a Weight Watchers one. It's all about weight loss. So I am either going to film that one right now, or I'm going to wait till tomorrow because I don't want to tag you guys out. So I will be doing that. So look for that one. And that is hosted by Robbie over at Frecky Fit Wolf. Should be a good one. There's really good questions. So have a great night, everyone. Thank you for watching. And like I said, I'm sorry for this hot mess all over the place, 10-hour, took me to film video. Have a great night. Bye-bye.